Evening, gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Three Nerds on a Sunday, where three nerdy friends talk about all things nerd, geek, and pop culture related. I am one third of the nerd, Sunny, and the other two that make up the round table are. You
Let's see how long you can
know,
hold this.
well,
I'm
is
just
it
going to use
frozen?
that as the thumbnail for the video. Either that or my haircut. One of the two.
With your, it looks like a real now.
Okay.
He's still
Let's
holding
see.
that smile.
5, 4, 3. He hasn't blinked or done anything. Audio people are like, what's happening?
Well, if you want to
We are
find out,
watching Manny hold the pose.
hold the pose.
I could tell right now that his left nostril wants to do something.
Flare a little bit.
All right, I can't do it.
Wow, that was pretty long and pretty disturbing.
What's up? Look at that haircut. Look at that.
Yeah, this is what I
Yeah,
actually
he has
looked
a
like
little-
before COVID, man.
Give us a little twirl. Give us a little twirl around. Let's see the back.
No,
See
get
the
out of
edges. Come on. Let's go. Let's see.
Everything's wired up. You can't see all that.
Yeah, you can. Look at that. Look. What are you doing? That's not how I would do it. Oh my god. All right, never mind. We're done with this.
That's what you get for asking.
That's what you get, a blurry screen, sir.
So
Sorry, sir.
fuck Sony.
I tried. Yep. They just don't even know.
Just gonna say it.
It caused a lot of heart attacks this week. People are going bad shit for that.
Well, let's just anything new on you guys that you guys want to talk about before we go into news?
I look like I could rejoin the world. That's about it.
I got a Peaky Blinder member, so that's good.
Oh yeah, that is like a Peaky Blinder haircut.
He doesn't look like a stressed hobo anymore, so that's good.
I don't know if they have beards though. I think he might have to cut the beard.
Oh well, that's not gonna happen. So
yeah.
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
No, I think that's it. Not much else going on.
Blinders.
Not much for me either. Getting closer to moving into the new house, so it's pretty cool.
Oh man.
Other than that, I'm gonna sneeze first.
You're gonna what?
I was gonna sneeze. I might sneeze. But anyway. Oh wait, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much though.
It kind of went quick, but it was kind of long too.
A week?
Yeah, it keeps happening like that.
Like it's almost over. It was so long.
I'm like, oh, it's Thursday, but then it's like, man, it took a lot to get to Thursday.
And now it's almost Sunday, and it's probably Sunday if you're listening to this.
Yes.
And now
we're supposed to pretend it's Sunday, sir. You yelled at me last time for that, doing that.
But now we gotta do it all over again. So
yes, we do.
All right, let's get to the news.
Sure.
Who wants to go first?
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Alrighty.
We already kind of talked about it, but Sony dropped the bombs, price, release date.
Yeah.
And then these retailers probably, or maybe Sony themselves, screwed up the pre-orders, and now they're saying sorry. We'll make sure you get one. We'll be nicer next time and make sure people can get one without jumping through every hoop, no demand to try and get one.
Yeah, Sony came out with that message today that they admitted that they messed up, and
like the last 3 days were like 3 months worth of like anxiety. Because people were going nuts, man. They were like, "Oh, I couldn't do it."
Let's see what they said. So today, let's say PlayStation on Twitter said, "Let's be honest, PS5 pre-orders could have gone a lot smoother. We truly apologize for that. Over the next few days, we will release more PS5 consoles for pre-order. Retailers will share more details, and more PS5s will be available through the end of the year." So we'll see how that goes. It's funny because the announcement happened Wednesday, or was it Thursday? Wednesday, I think, right?
Wednesday, yeah, they had a live stream.
Wednesday they had a live stream, and I didn't really watch it. Did you guys watch it?
I had it in the background, and then I turned it off a couple times, but I just caught the important parts, price
Okay.
and all that.
Yeah, and then I heard that the pre-orders were going to start the next day. I was currently at work, so I couldn't do much.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden, my coworker is like, "Hey, the pre-order started." I'm like, "They're supposed to start tomorrow." And then I started reading that basically Walmart's the one who started the whole fiasco, and I was like, "Why wait? We're not going to make you wait. We're going to do the pre-orders now."
They just literally just broke it.
Floodgates started.
And then just domino effect. Every other retailer's like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Sounds more like everyone else's fault.
And then Sony had been saying for months. They kept saying, and they keep playing this guy. I don't even know who he is. He's probably one of the big wig suits over there at Sony in the U.S. And he kept saying, "Oh, we're gonna give everybody notice for pre-orders. We're not gonna just give you a minute's notice for this."
Well, technically,
even at the end of the stream, they even said they showed the God of War teaser for the next game, and then they said, "Okay, the pre-orders are going to start tomorrow." And then everybody's like, "Okay, sure."
I mean, I don't know what you expect. This happens all the time with technology and stuff. So this.
Yeah, I know.
This is just part of like. A lot of times it does. It's just
not this crazy.
This is worse. Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to like tech drops, people are really weird about it, and
again, like shoes and like toys and this and certain items. Yeah, they are.
But the problem with all those, and what's okay with all those, is that we know when they're going to drop, so we can prepare. Like Apple, we know when they'll announce when the pre-orders start, and we just do that. The problem with this is that either they let the retailers go ahead and pre-order, or the retailers did it on their own and just went to shit.
And they're never they're gonna point to each other. They're never gonna tell us.
I personally think it's the retailers that jumped the gun, because if you look at the websites like GameStop, they started blocking people. The website started blocking people because I think the website thought they were getting attacked.
Oh yeah, somebody was saying that. They were like, "Oh, this website's on the DDoS hack list or something."
GameStop, yeah. So I don't think they were ready. Best Buy didn't have a splash page for it.
Yeah.
Walmart didn't really have one either. And then later on in the night, they started having one. So I think it's really just the retailers who were trying to get the jump on it and start it. And what's even weird is that the PS5 or Sony, they didn't even have like their pre-order session. They had the invitees pre-order session. But they didn't have their own pre-order session, which was kind of weird. So this was all shitty.
It was weird. Some people were saying that and I don't know how true this is, but they were saying that if they would have told you which day and time, then scalpers could have had more time to set up their bots to try to, grab as many as they could. But I don't know. I mean,
that sounds. I mean,
but what you're saying though is interesting because like it doesn't seem like they were ready because they thought they were getting hacked, and this other page didn't even have a page up.
Yeah.
That stuff. But
what were you gonna say, Sonny?
No, yeah. I mean, I guess when it comes to this topic, I'm more on the outside looking in because I never have any plans of buying any console or tech first day, so it's always kind of funny when people are like, "Man," like I don't know. I mean, you're basically buying a console just to say you have it first, because like how many games are really going to be on there? Like how much usage you're going to get out of it? So like this whole like world of like the shoes and pre-orders and tech and phones and consoles have always been kind of odd to me. But I to go off man like saying like I don't think this is Sony's fault. I mean partially it is, but
it's like they only have so much control, I guess.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean blame Walmart and their smart geniuses over there.
Those guys, man, they're just gonna claim that it accidentally went live at this time.
There's a guy that took a nap and hit a button. I don't know what happened.
So Frank, you got one, right?
Yeah, I did. I'm a hypocrite because no, I saw a lot of people that said that there's canceled 5 minutes later, but I haven't seen a cancellation. I checked a few times and it's still there.
Cool.
I went there, and the first time it said there was digital only and it was out of stock. So, and then I came back like a minute later, and then now it only had the disc version. The digital wasn't even listed anymore. And so I clicked the disc one, and then I did the checkout stuff, and then it said, oh, sorry, after it said like submit payment, then it said that this item is no longer available. So then I refreshed, and then I looked for it again. It wasn't there. Then I tried like a minute later. It was there again, but only the disc version. So I did the whole process again, and then this time it just somehow went through. So, and then I just never got a canceled email.
That's funny.
So I don't know. It was really weird, man. It was like the weirdest thing, but
hey, so far technically you have one, so good for you.
The second for me is that I was like, the whole thing is that I wanted to use the store credit from Best Buy.
Mhm.
So I was already stuck that I have to get it from Best Buy and all that. And my coworker, I remember how he did it. So I'm helping out customers, and then he comes up to me, "Hey, pre-order started at Target or at Walmart." And I'm like, "Pre-orders are supposed to start tomorrow. I don't know what that is."
Yeah.
And then he came up to me again, "Pre-order started at Target." And I'm like, "Okay." And then he's like, "Pre-order started at Best Buy." I'm like, I can't get it. I don't have my card with me.
Doesn't have his stuff.
Yeah, and so he's trying to get it because he's trying to be a scalper. He ended up not getting it.
Oh, is
he? Yeah. He's kind of
wants
like
to double his money.
Yeah. And I have other friends that wanted to double, so everyone was pre-ordering around me, and I'm just kind of like that one meme with the dog sitting in the house fire. Like, I'm okay, it's fine.
That's the
And then-
best.
And then I wanted to my friend works at Best Buy, so I'm like, you know what? I want to try to give her store the credit and all that. Well, that was a fucking disaster because I think later on they said on the website, pre-orders are online only. And I'm like, well,
okay.
son of a bitch.
Oh, and then people
I just
started
fucking
saying
feel-
like, people started putting physical receipts on Twitter saying, "Oh, I walked in the GameStop and they let me do it in person." So
Yeah.
I was like, "What the heck, man? Like, this is ridiculous."
Yeah, and that's how a couple of my friends did it. They did it, I think, at Walmart, and then they did it at GameStop. The pre-orders. So.
Oh my god. I mean, I know I said I wasn't going to, but I would say the hype got to me, and then also this season I have a little extra to get it, and I think next year I won't be able to, as far as like money. And then I figured then by that time then stuff's gonna start coming like God of War and stuff. So I'm like, I just have to do it right now. So
the pricing also came out.
But I'm not gonna scalp, so don't worry.
500 for. Well, talking about scalping, you got the invitation for the Sony one, right?
Yeah, I got an email saying that was the only email I got. I signed up for all these retailers that said, "Oh, we'll let you know when it's time," and nobody emailed me.
I got one from Best Buy, but it was after the fact.
Okay.
Yeah, but then also later that night, I kept checking, and the site said that it had some, and like I have the screenshot, and I look at that screenshot, hoping that I could see that again now.
Yeah.
But yeah. So.
I think you're gonna get your chance, man. They look like they are adding more, and they also said they're gonna have more PS5s on launch than they did PS4s 7 years ago. So
which one did you get, Frank?
Disc, because I want to be able to use the PS4 discs, and if I ever get a 4K, I want to put movies in. And then I do a lot of secondary market like eBay and trading and library and all that. So maybe not at first, but eventually I'm gonna have a disc that I want to put in.
And Sonny, if you get one, are you gonna do disc or digital? Well, hold on. I was gonna say, so the price they came out $500 for the disc, and then $400 for digital. So in saying that, Sonny, which one would you get?
I'd probably get the disc.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's not a digital man
resale.
Anyway.
Was that?
Because of the resale value on like games and all that, so you could just kind of buy them again or buy them used or
buy them used, stuff like that. Yeah. Because I mean, Because I rarely do I ever buy games when they first come out. I usually wait a little bit, unless it's like a multiplayer game or like a sports game. I'll buy it like day one or two. But typically, most games I can buy later, pre-owned.
Yeah.
Be happy.
So I think I'm still stuck that I'm going to get digital, and
Yeah, for
with
real?
it being $100 less too, it makes me feel a little bit better about the decision because I could buy 2 games, and I would have spent the same price as you two, just $20 more because I got 2 games. So that I don't really feel bad, and really the games I'm going to get, like God of War,
Mm-hmm.
uh, the Miles game, Spider-Man,
Mm-hmm.
like those I'll pay $60 day one, and I might
Yeah.
not come in ever.
Well, you know about the prices on the games now?
70, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them are going to
Oh,
be
I
70.
forgot. I did say 60. So I will spend $40 more than you guys by getting 2 games.
Yeah. The only thing with like the digital one is that the hard drive is not very big, and then it's like a proprietary hard drive, so it might be hard to add extra hardware without spending a lot of money. But I'm not really sure
Now,
yet, so I thought I would just stick with the disc version. So
you're going to have that same issue, though, with disc.
yeah,
Not all of it on the hard drive, or not. Yeah, not all of it goes on the hard drive, but I
hmm
mean, I have that issue right now with my
yeah,
PlayStation, with Call
yeah,
of
me
Duty
too.
and all that. So I mean, I don't know. I think I'm
I
still
guess
going with it.
we're gonna have less stuff installed. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, and hopefully with the new system it'll be a little bit better. So
I think the only thing I'm gonna play really is I'm gonna upgrade my Cyberpunk for free. They said that company said you can upgrade for free, so I'll do that, and then I'll get Miles, and that's it for like a while. I mean, I don't have as much time to play anymore, so
I
that's
really
enough
didn't.
for a while.
I didn't anticipate them announcing God of War,
Yeah, yeah.
so that was kind of cool. And I could only imagine how it looks. I will say this: I
hmm
was watching the Miles game, the gameplay. It doesn't look that fancy, and they're going down the same road that Microsoft is going, where a lot of their day one games are going to be on PS4. It seems like the Miles Morales Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
That one's going to be available on PS4 as well, so you don't have to buy a PS5 to get it. Um, so
Oh,
I
I
mean,
see. Oh, yeah, they did say that. Miles you can get on
yeah,
both, and then you could get Miles only for 50, and then for 70 you could get Miles plus a remastered Spider-Man for
I
PS5.
think 60, right, for Miles, or was it 50?
70, no, 50 for Miles.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, and then on PS4 it might even be 40, but they haven't really said. Um, and what was I gonna say? The other, oh yeah, then they said the new Horizon game. They were showing some cinematic stuff for that. They didn't show any gameplay for that.
I'm
Um,
actually going to get my store credit card just in case, because as we talk, I'm checking,
check
and I
Twitter,
just
man. That's how you
I
find
just be
out.
ready. Twitter is not much of a help, but I'll explain.
To me, for some reason, it helped me out, man, just to know what's going on, and people were, kept talking about things, and you know,
Yeah.
you just pick up little things, and you're like, oh, okay, I'll try that, or they say, or they said, Walmart, go, 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 and I was like, go, mother effer, go. Oh man, but like I said, I don't think I can get it next year if things go back to normal.
Yeah.
I don't believe I would be able to, because my wiggle room would be a lot lower if things are normal. So I think this is kind of my window to do it. And I figure, I'm gonna have it for 7 or 8 years. I'm gonna keep my PS4, you know.
Which is
So
surprising. I thought you would have sold it.
I usually do, but I always regret it, man. Always regret it. So this time I'm just gonna stick with keep it, and I think in the past I used to do it to kind of offset the price because I didn't really have the money to just buy it outright.
That makes sense.
Can't hear you, buddy.
Right. I thought I
There you-
had more money on this thing, and
Oh,
I
What on?
reread the yeah, I reread the letter and it said I had 430 on it. And I'm like, oh, well, still pays off.
Oh, huge chunk. I mean, that's pretty much all of it.
Yeah, it pays off all of it, but for whatever reason, I thought I had more. So whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
See I mean, what did you see that made you run for your gift card?
I just want to be ready.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but I just want to be ready.
Yeah, the hashtag that I'm following is, well, I'm not following it anymore, but PS5 pre-orders, and people were just, going off on there. But the one that started it when I started following that is one of these industry guys that works on these in the gaming industry. He was like, oh, everybody was saying, pre-orders are tomorrow, pre-orders are tomorrow, and this was the one guy who was like, I heard it's gonna happen tonight, maybe. And then people were like, like all the conspiracy stuff started happening, and then eventually, then what happened is that UK people started and Australian people started posting receipts, and they were like, "Yep, EP Games just opened up," and I was like, "What the hell?" And I just kept refreshing, and then somebody was like, "Walmart USA, go!" I was like, I went to go check, and I'm like, oh, and that was the one place I didn't want to order from because I was like, dude, they're gonna mess up my order. They're not gonna send it. They're gonna do something stupid. And so I was like, I didn't want to do it, but I ended up doing it. Yeah. So.
Well, I'm on that.
I'm on that page I will say though, I will admit that the lineup looks pretty weak. Like, I mean, there's nothing really. The only thing they have is Miles, and that's just an expansion.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't even bother.
Yeah.
With stuff.
No, I mean, it's,
I'll wait until there's like a special edition, cool looking thing, because that's what I did with my PS4.
Well, you'll probably get a War Edition, and I'll be like, God, darn it, Sonny! Well, you gotta have a console than me. It'd probably be black with like the runes and the symbols on it and everything.
Patience, young Padawan. Patience.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Destiny one for PlayStation 4, the one with like it's all white with
that's a nice.
Like I need that thing right now.
It has like the gold symbols on it.
It's a beautiful looking console.
You still have it, or is that the one that broke?
I got it fixed. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was like, no, sir, you fix this one. I want.
Yeah, you're like, no, man, I need this one fixed. This nice case right here.
So, but yeah, I mean, hopefully, Manny can find one sooner than later. Hopefully, yours stays back. So.
Yeah, because the other people were saying the cancellation email came right away, like within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So for some reason, I think I'm all right now.
Good.
But I think with what Sony said, I mean, you're gonna be able to get one, I think.
Yeah. So let's move on because I think we spent a lot of time on this. Unless anyone wants to bring up anything.
I think we spent too much time.
Another thing I'll touch on real quick is that Apple had their own announcement, which is normal in September. What wasn't normal is that they didn't announce any iPhones. They announced Apple Watches, the Series 6, and also the Apple Watch SE, which is kind of like the cheaper model and the replacement of the Series 3. And then they announced a couple of iPads, and then they announced that iOS 14 was going to come out the next day.
Right.
And that did, which was kind of funny. Funny where I think even developers weren't ready for it, and then they were like scrambling to get it ready. I think I was reading.
For certain apps to be ready for it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah.
All
the widgets and all that.
Yeah, nothing really too crazy from Apple. I think the announcement for iPhones will be coming out in October. So we'll see what happens with that. They usually release them
like in October or
September.
No? Yeah.
So
but I guess they're
pandemic pushed it back.
Happening. Yeah. How much, out of curiosity, how much is the SE watch? I know it's like the underpowered one, but
it's not really underpowered, but it doesn't have like the oxygen reader and
the hell's the oxygen reader? I mean, does it like read the air next to you?
So In your air, no, in your blood. It reads it in your blood.
Oh,
So that was kind of
Jesus
big
Christ,
during
dude.
the pandemic,
I don't know if I want to.
where they kind of figured out if you had low oxygen levels in your bloodstream,
My God.
you will probably be
You're under attack,
suffering from
basically.
something. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and then
that
you
kinda
know what
said
happens
that.
next is a SWAT team shows up at your door and they're like, quarantine this guy right now.
So that one, it's
That's scary
I believe
stuff, man.
329. Here, let me see if I can pull it up. There's a couple ones. You could get the cellular version is the one that I always recommend.
Hmm.
And then there's the GPS version, which that's the normal one.
Yeah.
And I believe I'll tell you right now, the SE one, which is not bad if you're not looking for anything too crazy. I want to say it's $279 for the regular one, and then $379 or $330 for the cellular version. If I'm not mistaken.
Are
Let's see a way to check
you?
this.
Are they
Getting
like?
one?
No, I mean, are they anticipating anything big for the next iPhone, or is it going to be like really small changes, kind of like the last ones?
It's going to be a redesign, I hear, or a
Mm,
read, I should say, and then it's going to have 5G, of course, and then
okay.
that's really it. Like it is going to be a redesign, so I think this one's probably going to mean a little bit more than the last model.
So maybe
Yeah.
they like drop the notch and do some other stuff.
Yeah. I mean, they might keep the notch on there, to be honest.
They're
But
saying, well, they're not saying, but I think what they're trying to do is create like a camera that can be housed behind the screen, so that then there's no need for a notch.
yeah, so we'll see.
But yeah, eventually, probably.
So for the SE, $279 for the non-cellular, $329 for cellular, 44 millimeter, which is the bigger one, is $309 for GPS, $359 for
Yeah.
cellular, and then the Series 6 is a little bit more than that. Series 6, I'll tell you right now. That's that one. I guess I'm gonna tell you right now. Series 6. This one is a little bit more. So this guy starts at 400,
Hmm.
and then
So the
400
cost of a
cellular
PS5.
is 500. GPS is 429, and cellular is 529. So about the same
Yeah.
price. This is what's out
Okay.
now. So, and
Did
the
you
iPads do look pretty cool.
the new
Nothing too
Air or
crazy
which
on
one?
that. Yeah, the new Air looks almost like a
Mhm.
Pro. And yeah, but nothing too crazy, man.
My
They did.
daughter got I think 7th gen Air, or no, not Air. I think just a 7th gen iPad. But it's so light that it's like feels like an Air basically. But yeah.
Something cool they did announce for iOS 14, these Apple Watches, is that if you want to give your kid one, you can without them having an iPhone. Normally, to have an Apple Watch, you have an iPhone. But now with family settings, if you want to add an Apple Watch or give your kid a phone number, you could give them a phone number, and it's just going to be on the watch.
And then if you call, is it like on a speaker on the watch, or how is that?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be a speaker on the watch, or you could buy them
so you
AirPods.
basically track them and you could stalk them.
Yeah. Which Verizon, I work for Verizon. Maybe I should have said that, but whatever. I work for Verizon, and they sell Gizmo watches, which is a kid's watch, and those are super popular.
I'm sure.
So I think it'll be even cooler by having an Apple Watch, because Apple, I like how they do their family settings or restrictions and all that. So it's going to be pretty cool when that goes full blown. And it's actually live now. You can do that with a Series 4 and newer. So yeah, and then hopefully next month we'll get iPhones, because that's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, especially redesign. But I did download iOS 14.
Dude, that was overwhelming. Like, Sonny, you're Android, so you probably use widgets. And I haven't used widgets like that in a long time. Even though my
Yeah.
work phone is an Android phone, I don't really use too many widgets. And man, I was overwhelmed with using
man.
widgets again and setting that up.
I only
So-
have one right now, just the calendar, and the weather, but it takes up a lot of space. But I don't know.
I have two set up. I have one up there and one here, and then this one kind of moves.
Yeah. Oh
And then
yeah. There's the moving
I got
ones.
another one there, and then I just got those set up there. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But the thing is, like, I built my home screen around not having an app
Yep.
drawer.
Yeah.
So now it's like, now that I have one, I'm like, I don't need it now because I already made folders and stuff. So I
Yeah.
don't want to.
And that's what I'm
redo
saying,
everything.
that it felt overwhelmed at first. So
Yeah. So I'm just using weather basically. I don't know. But what I did like is the reply. You could reply to conversations, and you could pin conversations. The one thing that always annoyed me was that the phone calls took up the entire screen. It was so annoying, dude. I was like, I mean, I could do two things at once. I need to do two things at once. Like, can you please not take up the whole screen?
it's funny because Violet hates it and my boss hates it.
The minimized one or the full screen?
Yeah, the minimize. So I showed them how to put it back. to the
Oh, you
full, so
can. Okay. I didn't know you could.
I personally like it. There's also another setting on here. If you want to take a screenshot, you could set it up, double tap the back, and it takes a screenshot.
I did not know that.
So there's little stuff in there.
Double tap
but
where though?
Double tap just on the back.
Anywhere? Are you responding to me?
Yeah, it's there anywhere. You gotta set it up. No,
doesn't
you gotta
like me.
set it up. You gotta set it up. It's like an accessibility. One of those things where I think it's for someone who doesn't have maybe a thought
and then
or whatever.
you know the thing was the thing with the app library is that I got so used to just dragging down and doing a search for my app that I don't need the library because I just type what I want. Like I just swipe down and then I say Twitter, you know. So
Yeah.
it's like, dude, I don't need this app library. You're like 10 years too late.
Yeah. Well, they've perfected it enough where you don't really need it.
Yeah, I got used to not needing it.
So I don't use it at all, but from there on. I just want to bring that
man,
up.
if you want to.
It's a little geeky.
No,
Sunny,
that's good. We don't do a
you
lot
got
of tech.
anything?
On this topic, no, nothing.
No, I know on this topic. You got your own piece of news.
Like
Right over there.
So, I didn't know that DC was making a deal with HBO Max. So, yeah. So,
We talked about it.
TC?
Maybe. Yeah.
Wait.
So just some quick news on that. They are renewing 3 shows. Young Justice season 4 is going to be released on HBO Max. I believe it's called Young Justice Phantoms.
Okay.
Harley Quinn TV show season 3, and Titans season 3 as well are renewed and going to HBO Max moving forward.
And those are the Titans is live action, right?
Yeah, fuck Batman.
And Harley Quinn is what? Fuck
Dude.
Batman.
Did they renew
totally
Harley
forgot.
Quinn? I thought they didn't.
What?
Did they renew Harley Quinn show, or I thought they didn't? They did.
Wait, so Harley Quinn is cartoon though, animated?
Yeah, it's like a rated R cartoon.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know.
My bad. I didn't know you were talking about this part of DC, Sonny. I thought you were talking about like the like Matt Reeves stuff and Zack stuff.
Yeah. Their short-lived DC streaming service is going comics now, like straight comics. So they're moving.
Oh
they're trying to move all their stuff over to HBO Max, certain things, and carrying them over.
Good.
So,
but whatever they don't carry, what are they planning to do with that?
Just probably cancel it and just never go anywhere. Because like Swamp Thing was canceled like a day after it came out.
So they're just gonna forget it ever happened and not even show it?
I think it was before it came out. It was canceled. I think you said right, like the day before they came out. But the thing is that it's on the CW. Like they're gonna show it on CW. Which I don't know if they're gonna pick it up or not, but it's on there. I'm happy for this, man. I was watching. Is it called League of Doom? I'm trying to look it up.
I know what you're talking about. I forget the
Yeah.
name.
Doom Patrol.
Oh, Doom.
And it wasn't too bad.
It's not bad.
I was only on episode 1, and I know they got picked up. That was one of the first ones that got picked up for HBO Max. So
Swamp Thing wasn't too bad either, but it got
I didn't
canceled.
watch Swamp Thing. So I'm not too great. Oh, The Invisible Man is on HBO Max now too.
I used to love Young Justice, so I'm down for the next one.
Yeah.
But I did not watch the recent one they renewed. I think season 3, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and that one I don't know if it's gonna make its way over or not, but
Yeah. Well, yeah. I would think they would just put all 3 seasons in. Season 4 Young Justice would be brand new to HBO. I would think.
Yeah.
But who knows? On other news that I do have currently, HBO is developing a hip hop vampire drama called Thirst. Quick synopsis is it's about a up and coming rapper in the Atlanta hip hop scene, and he is a vampire. This kind of caught my eye. It's very interesting.
Is there a trailer or something?
No, just brand
Just
new.
the idea of it.
Yeah, it's just like this is it's very interesting. Like this can be like True Blood with music. It could be it could be something a little more dramatic, but with good music in it. You know, there's different ways they can go about it. I'm kind of interested to see what they're gonna do with it, how they're gonna tackle it. So
when is it gonna come out?
Don't know.
Probably like next year or something.
Probably next year, probably the end of 2021, if not early 2022, just for filming schedules since things are still up in the air, getting everything set. But yeah, HBO makes some good stuff.
Yeah.
In this article, they said it's a high concept. I'm like, I don't think it's high concept. It's just it's a vampire as a rapper in the Atlanta scene.
That's funny, man. Like the first words out of their mouth, you pick them apart. You're like, I don't think that's...
it's not quite high concept, but it's a very interesting concept.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm gonna rely on you to let us know how that is.
Yeah, I'll definitely watch it and be like, this is shit, or it's a good shit. Who knows?
Yeah.
On my last piece of news, yesterday or early this morning, depending on which article you look at, apparently Tom Hardy is cast as the James Bond, as a new James Bond after No Time to Die comes out. Reportedly, now this is all rumors and speculation. The article I'm reading for it's from standard.co.uk. They say that it was unofficially confirmed from the Vulcan reporters claiming that that Tom Hardy locked in the role after his audition back in June. The article continues to say that the announcement was going to happen already, but since this movie has been pushed back a few times now, they're like, we're going to wait till the COVID thing works out and the movie comes out, and we'll make the news then.
There's no date for that, right? Right now? For No Time to Die?
I think
so. Yeah. I think
November, maybe? October?
Yeah,
November,
I think so.
I think is most likely. But
yeah.
Apparently
November
there was
20th.
Okay.
So
we'll
apparently there was a short list of people to take over the roles. Tom Hiddleston, Idris Elba, and Richard Madsen apparently were all being considered for the new Bond.
What happened, dude?
I went on Best Buy and it changed, like coming soon almost went away. It went away. And I thought I was gonna come back, pre-order now. Oh, holy fuck, my butthole puckered up. All right. Sorry.
Oh wait. Okay, yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
That's good. So so if the rumors are true, Tom Hardy's taking over. I don't know how long. I don't know if it's like going to be like a transition thing, or if it's like here's your 4 movies. Let's see what you can
Yeah.
do. Because
Would you be down for that, or like, what do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, on
Mm.
that short list of people of Hardy, Hiddleston, Idris, and Madsen, I
Mhm.
want all those guys are good for me. I think
Mhm.
they all bring their
Think
own
so.
thing. If I had my choice, I would do Idris Elba. But
Yeah.
Tom Hardy is basically my like 1.1 pick, and
Mhm.
Idris Elba would be my first pick. But yeah,
Yeah.
again, I'm a big fan of Tom Hardy. If they let him have his accent, I think he's a good actor. He is a really good actor, especially like physical presence and his
Yeah.
facial expressions. It's just when he does like American accents or something that's produced here, they tend to cover his face and give him a weird accent, and it's kind of like
Mm.
Cover his
takes the
face, you say?
uh,
Well, he has a really deep accent, right? I mean,
yeah, kind of, yeah.
it's like very
Well,
distinct. Like, it's not just an
um,
accent. It's like really region specific.
then a interview, he said that he tends to pick up like different accents when he's around people.
Mm.
So like sometimes it sounds a little more thicker than other times. Sometimes a little more lighter. It just kind of depends.
Mhm.
And and it's partially because of his teeth too. He's like,
What's
I
wrong with
could
his
get
teeth?
uh they're kind of they're not messed up, but they're kind of
Mm.
jagged. But he's like
They're kind
like
of like
the
UK teeth.
yeah, I guess.
And not trying to like insult UK people.
I guess, but he also attributes that to like his ability to have that accent and like the way he talks and and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
all that stuff put together, I can see him being um a I, wa- I guess more a more intimidating Bond than
Mhm. Well, I
like
mean,
like Craig was very
Craig
physical.
was in the
He was,
first movie. He seemed definitely more intimidating than any of the others
well,
by
yeah,
far.
sure, because most were just like Sean Connery being Sean Connery, but
Yeah,
yeah, like
they were more slick. They weren't like
right.
tough or anything.
and and Craig was more like a hothead. Like I'm just gonna
Hmm.
run through this wall.
I guess
I'm
part
not
of
gonna
it
do
was that he
whatever.
was a young Bond, but yeah.
Yeah. So and like Tom Hardy just has that like that look where like he just
Hmm.
stares like I'm gonna beat your ass and you know your ass. So I
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool to see what they do with him and how he takes the role.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm
I
in.
think I don't know. I mean, don't they need to maybe cool it and Bond for a little while? Like, I
Well,
think Craig's run was a little too long, and then
and then his stuff with like
I
one
can't get over like how much he hates the role. Like, I just
yeah.
like it kills it for me when I go watch it. I'm like, I know this guy doesn't give
He's
a
like,
hoot
I have
about
to do a
this.
stunt. Oh
Yeah,
man.
he's like
Um,
he doesn't want to do this, and I'm like,
yeah,
I'm like, why, dude? I mean, this is like,
yeah.
why'd you allow yourself to sign on for 6 movies then if you don't want to?
I
I
mean,
mean, maybe at first, yeah, he was enthusiastic, but towards later,
and I
he
mean,
didn't
you really
want
can't
to.
say like it hindered him as an actor because he did
Oh,
Knives Out. He did
they would have
Logan
done
Lucky.
so much.
Like
Well,
Logan
that's the
Lucky.
only reason he got to do all that because of that.
Yeah.
So,
So I don't know. I won't say he needs to be grateful. You can do whatever you want, but I
sure.
mean, it gave him more opportunities than he probably would have had because
Oh, of
I
course.
I don't think he was well known before Bond. It was more
I
like,
don't
oh,
think
it's
so.
that guy in that movie that one time. But
The Layer Cake movie.
yeah,
Did you
so
watch that movie?
I did not.
Either of you? No, I didn't either.
I did.
I heard it was good though.
It was good.
Yeah.
You probably heard it from me.
Maybe.
I'm not excited for this. And I like Tom
Like under
Hardy.
Bond, you mean?
Yeah, as him as a new Bond.
Hmm.
I wish they picked Albra. I wonder why they didn't pick Idris, which is
Yeah,
kind of weird.
that'd be awesome.
Hiddleston would have been a weird pick. I can't see him as Bond.
Yeah.
Kind of a little too scrawny.
I
Hmm.
think he
Who'd
would
you
be
say was the other one?
Richard
The
Madsen.
other one, I don't know who that is.
I do believe it. So I'm bad with names. So if you
Hmm.
look it up real quick,
Who
because
is
I
it?
think
Richard what or Rick?
Richard Madsen. Because I think I know who Richard Madsen is. I want to say it's the guy from Homeland, but don't quote me until I find it.
I
could be
looked it
wrong.
up and it gave
No,
me
I
a guy who's a missionary, so that's not who we were looking for.
No, he was in. I don't know who the hell this guy is. He was in 1917.
Oh,
This
the
is one of
guy who. Oh,
I know.
him?
Yeah, I know
The
his
main
face.
character?
Oh, he was a Stark apparently in Game of Thrones. Which one?
Mm.
He was one of the Starks.
Oh, was he a little kid? And now
No,
he's grown up?
no, he was
Oh,
one of
okay. I don't. Oh, him.
the. Yeah,
I know exactly who you're talking about.
yeah. So,
Nah, dude, I couldn't really see
except for
him.
this guy, I have no idea who this guy. I have no idea who this guy is. So he
I
would.
know who he is now.
But
Yeah. I know exactly who he is. He's in a lot of stuff now. I couldn't really see him. I mean, especially over Idris and Tom Hardy. How could you choose him? I mean, I hate to crap on the guy. I'm just saying that, like,
dude,
for that role and with those two names, I would not choose this other guy.
right? Yeah, I mean,
You know, but
Idris is one, and then Tom Hardy to me like 1.1. It's just,
yeah.
it was either
No
really
Time to
great.
Die. I did see the trailer and I saw that. I didn't see the whole trailer, but I saw that little bit of action that you were talking about, and it looked
Yeah,
like they went full cheese.
yeah,
Like when he jumps over the bridge and he lands on the
yeah.
floor and he makes like a funny face, and it's just like, oh, this is gonna be like slapstick or something. Like,
Well,
I don't know.
GoldenEye was almost like that, where it went kind of over the rails too. It worked, so
Right.
we'll see.
Seriously though,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like GoldenEye took itself
yeah.
seriously,
Because
which
like
this doesn't affect this.
Spectre was like this weird attempt to make him more like the old school Bond, like misogynistic a little more aggressive with like women and more like not one-liners, but it just felt like they were trying to mix the new Bond that they made and kind of throw in like I don't know where pieces of like Sean Connery in there for like no reason.
Hmm.
Plus him just not wanting to be there, I think affected it. Blofeld
Yeah.
wasn't really used well at all. I thought
Mm.
that Spectre, I think, is a total mess with some good parts in there. Some not quite for a Dean's movie, but I was like, well, okay. It so
Yeah.
I'm hoping this one at least redeems the series a little bit and goes, we're going to go out on a good note, and we'll bring in the next guy, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I kind of have the same attitude only because the movies have kind of fallen off a little bit.
Mhm.
And his attitude, that's why it's kind of like, okay, I'm ready
Yeah,
for like a new dude to take over and refresh it. Because I mean, man, when the heck was that first movie? Casino Royale was like what, 09?
best one.
I would say 05, dude.
05? No, dude,
Maybe not.
there's no
06. I was
way.
close. I was
Holy,
close. 06.
what?
Long time,
No freaking
long,
way.
long
I was
time.
Oh
close.
crap! 06.
No.
Dude, has to be the longest freaking run of Bond.
Year wise,
I
Yeah,
don't think
years, like
so.
real life years. Like I
Oh,
mean,
real life years.
yeah, it's pretty long.
not as far like yeah, that's a really long. I mean, it's been 14 years, right?
So Daniel Craig has been
14
Bond from
years.
06 to 20.
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan, 95 to 2002.
Okay.
Sean Connery,
7 years.
19.
birthday.
Sean Connery is kind of weird. Sean Connery was 1962 to 1967, then 1971, and then 1983. So
I guess cumulative years, he's got more.
I think he is the longest running Bond
He's
right now.
longest. Yeah. But this like went on too long, honestly, and it's like, dude, just release the guy from his damn contract.
Yeah.
I don't think it was that bad, to be honest. Like we got one in 06, then we got one in 08.
Okay,
and
that's
then
pretty quick.
it was that was quick, but Quantum Solace wasn't that great. And then we went
No, I wasn't.
2009, 2010, 2011 with no Bond. Then we
Weird.
got Skyfall, which was great.
Skyfall's great.
So we went 3 years without a Bond. Then we went 2 years with Spectre. And Spectre
06,
came out in
08.
2015.
Oh, okay.
2, 3, 4
Man,
years.
dude. 5
without.
years between Spectre. That seems so long.
Yeah, because I think that was when like MGM was like going under, and they were trying to like like transfer on assets and stuff like that. Be like, hey, we're going under, so someone save us. Because yeah, there was like a big gap. Because like there was a time people thought that the franchise was just gonna end because
Yeah.
MGM was
Oh,
a big
yeah, I
trouble.
remember that.
Yeah, so
Well, it's like, I guess part of the problem is like for me, my brain skips 2 movies. Like it skips Quantum and Spectre. So like it seems like even longer.
So
for
if you
me.
think that was a long time, or
2012,
really
dude. I didn't think it was that long ago for that.
if you think that was really close, from 1977
Mm-hmm.
through 1989, there was a James Bond movie every other year.
Jesus.
So it went The Spy Who Loved
That's
Me,
crazy.
1978, no James Bond movie. Then Moonraker, no James Bond movie. For Your Eyes Only, no James Bond movie. Octopussy. Oh, I'm sorry, Octopussy, and then Never Say Never Again, I guess came out around the same year. Well, that's kind of weird. Oh, because that was Never Say Never Again was that fake James Bond movie
Huh.
that some people don't really count. And that was
Oh.
Sean Connery.
Non-film. Yeah, that's weird. What the heck?
There's like three.
Never
There's
say
like
never.
three.
And who the heck was in that movie?
It was Sean Connery.
It was?
Yeah.
How can you not consider it a Bond then? Just
Because
because of who
it's
produced
not-
it or something?
Yeah. Yeah. Who
It-
produced
Oh
it.
my god, you can't do that.
I don't know why, but it doesn't feel like a James Bond movie. I never really looked into it. I watched it like once.
I guess
And
like some other company did it, and they're
Yeah,
just like
it
that ain't
doesn't
real.
really feel it. When Doctor No came out, that came out in 1962. The next year, we got From Russia with Love. Then the year after that, we got Goldfinger, and then the year after that, we got
I always
Thunderball.
thought From Russia with Love was like later, man, like 70s. I don't know.
That's it. Yeah.
I didn't think that was like the
1963.
second.
Actually, you're right. I didn't think.
My brain didn't put it together,
I thought
but
maybe Goldfinger was the second Bond, but
Yeah.
those 4
Yeah, that's what I
movies there, man, those are the greatest. Those I hold high.
the first
with
4.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Then after that, it kind of it started getting like, okay, you guys are.
You got spots of good here and there,
And
but
then I don't know if it was good for a while after that, man. But I've seen every movie like out of order. I don't even think I've seen every one. The Dalton movie that I saw, I think, was Living Daylights. I talked about it on the podcast.
yes, we did.
I was impressed by it. I was like, damn, this is a pretty good movie, man. Like, I was like,
I genuinely think he is underrated as Bond, and his
very good.
run of films were short, but I think they were a prelude to what we have now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
good
Like License to
dude.
Kill, if
You're
I'm
right,
not
man.
mistaken, was the first PG-13 one, and that was his
Okay.
next one that he made. So yeah, it's
And
it was
he
a little more
himself,
of a darker one.
I like him as an actor. Like, I didn't really know of him as a kid, but I did like later as an older, now that he's an older guy. But I like him in the stuff that I saw, and then recently I went back and saw Living Daylights, and I was like, oh, this is a good movie.
Very good, yeah.
But I need to watch License to Kill. I have not seen that one, but I did like him in the other movie. But yeah, I mean, I'm ready for a new Bond, and you know,
Who's your favorite Bond?
my favorite.
Yeah.
It's hard, man. I mean, I can't give it to Craig because of the personal reasons and because 2, possibly 3 crappy movies out of 5. So I just have to go with probably Connery, man, because because of nostalgia, and I watched his movies as a kid, and I liked him. So I probably just got them.
Yeah, I think that it's hard because like I grew up on Sean Connery, but recently, not too recently, but like maybe 3, 4 years back, watching Dalton stuff and like really appreciating him as Bond, he's pretty much up there. But I think I'm gonna go with Sean Connery just because those are the ones that really left an impact to me as a
Yeah,
kid. So
same here. I mean, he
I-
seemed like as a kid, I looked up to him because I thought he was just cool, man. Him personally, he did a great job of portraying that type of character, and yeah, so that's what I go with.
Yeah, I think for me, it's I might say hands down, it's Pierce Brosnan for me.
Yeah, he was good, man.
that's a good choice.
I really liked him.
Very good choice.
He's the one who introduced me to the character, introduced me to that whole world.
Was GoldenEye the first one you
yeah.
saw with him?
Yeah, GoldenEye, and then Tomorrow Never Dies, The World's Not
Mhm.
Enough. I still remember those.
Yeah.
And then
As stupid as Die Another Day was, I liked that movie.
yeah, and then Die Another Day, and then that kind of introduced me to like seeing Sean Connery and Roger
Yeah.
Moore and really getting into the whole thing. But
I don't
I would
think
say
I've seen
Pierce
any
Brosnan.
Roger Moore movie yet.
No,
I have
yeah,
not seen any of them.
I think you
I
have.
saw the end of Moonraker, like the last
Oh.
20 minutes.
You've never seen Octopussy?
I don't think so, man. And it's so hard to tell because over the years,
Right.
I may have seen a few minutes on TV. You know, they're always on Thanksgiving
Or
marathons
The Man
and
with the
stuff.
Golden Gun? I will admit, The Man with the Golden Gun is pretty darn good.
The
That
Man
was
Golden Gun. Is that still
It's the-
Connery?
no, it's Roger Moore.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a big Roger Moore guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I don't know. I just don't see him as Bond in my eyes. But
I don't know. Yeah.
Live and Let Die was another good one. But I think I like the song more than the movie.
Yeah. And some of them, it's like, I don't know. I am open to an older movie, but sometimes it's really hard to get past that. Whereas the Dalton movies, I think they held up really well, man. Like I was surprised. I was like, wow, this holds up great, man. This is still a good action movie.
Very good. Yeah. Yeah. I think we could talk about James Bond for a while because
Yeah.
I mean, like overall, it is a really great franchise that I think has given more good movies than bad ones. And
Yeah.
I mean,
And it's like
interesting.
always been there, and it's like just fun
Yeah.
usually. So
So
I will
Well,
admit
man,
it seems like they've been more consistent than most franchises. So yeah, I'll agree with you there, Sonny. You got any other news, Frank?
I had one more. Let me look real fast. I just had two. Oh, the other one was Ant-Man 3.
Yeah.
And they're saying that it's gonna have Kang the Conqueror as the villain. He's a old comic villain from early Avengers, and he was like a big threat. He's kind of like Thanos light, I guess, and it's kind of like how do you make him menacing against somebody who wiped out half the galaxy? But he was always like a pain in the ass to take down, and he never has really come back that much. I think maybe a few times, but overall not that much.
rare appearances.
Yeah, and he was kind of like just left in the past, kind of villain. But then Manny showed I believe I don't know if you sent a clip in our or a link actually in our group, but I believe the guy and I don't know his name because I haven't learned it yet, but the guy who's in Lovecraft Country in the HBO show, he's supposed to be Kang.
Oh, okay. Oh,
That's what they're saying. The amount of rumors, I probably believe it at this point because so many outlets have said that this is a rumor, but
Yeah.
I think it's going
Jonathan
to happen.
Majors. That's his name, Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, and I believe Kang is a time traveler, so it makes sense as far as Ant-Man. So, with all the wormhole stuff and all that.
Yeah, I mean the story is built in there because I think I don't know if there's a reboot to a story. I think originally I don't know if this is the original story, but he came from the future because they were messing with time travel and they ended up messing up his timeline. And he came back to be like, I will crush you all. So
Gotcha.
it's perfect. It built in with what they did with Endgame. It's I think it's a really good way to start, since we're still waiting for Black Widow to make her appearance in theaters or streaming service, which are one that they
Mhm.
might end up doing. So we'll
Yeah.
see how that plays in Taskmaster and all that kind of stuff. But this is, I think, a really, I won't say a no-brainer, but it works well for where they are right now currently.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it does make sense if you start thinking about it that way. I mean, I like that actor. I don't know what his range really is because I've only seen him in one role, but I'm sure they've always picked good people. The MCU people, whoever's Feige and
Yeah.
his team, they always pick good people. So
Like,
I'm sure he will do a good job. And it's not like I have some kind of strong version of what Kang should be, and they're always gonna like reinvent it for the movie
Sure.
universe anyway. So just yeah, I mean, I'm down for that. Sounds good. And Ant-Man 2, for some reason, I wasn't that like happy with after I saw it. I think I just saw it once and I was like, it was okay.
I hear that a lot. Like people are like, to me, it was enjoyable. I was like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this is fine. This is like
I like the
sometimes
first one better.
you need like a Marvel movie that's just fun.
Oh, part 2. Yeah.
Yeah, just fun and passable. And to me, Ant-Man 2 was fun and passable. So
Yeah,
simple.
I might watch it again. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he was always a tough character for the Avengers to beat in the comics, so he could be a big threat.
And it was kind of cool to see how they're gonna make his design for the film, because he looked like a Lego man dipped in purple.
Yeah, he looks really funny. He's like a super. I mean, the guy's purple and blue, and
Yeah.
he's just ridiculous looking. So it's like, yeah, they're gonna have to update that guy. But there's some people actually already did like fan art of the guy from Lovecraft, dressed as Kang. It looked kind of cool. I mean, his eyes were kind of creepy and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it can easily be done. So yeah,
Yeah. Why
I
not? I mean,
I'll watch it.
Sure. Yeah, we'll watch it.
And 3.
That was really it. Anybody else got news?
Robert Pattinson is fine from COVID, so Batman
That was a fast recovery, man.
has started filming up, which is awesome. I can't wait for that movie to finish. And then Marvel says that the Scarlet Witch Disney Plus show is on track. And then there was one more big piece of news you just reminded me of. They casted She-Hulk.
Oh yes.
I heard something about her, but I didn't know what they were saying.
Tatiana Maslany. I'm killing that name, and I'm sorry, but she's probably gonna be a household name. She is the new She-Hulk, so that's kind of cool. But other than that, that's really been it for the week.
What has she been in? Do you know of her or anything like that?
I do not know of her. She looks cool though. She looks like she does have a little bit of She-Hulk in her. Let me see.
Google.
See.
Yeah, probably have to IMDb.
Find out what's been in recently.
But that character has been very popular lately, as far as all over. I mean, honestly, like all of a sudden, She-Hulk is like popular.
When Marvel did their Marvel Now or their She-Hulk, which was actually a really good comic for a good run. And I think that she is a good character to bring into the like not only a character but a good female character as well. That if done right, definitely be a big icon easily if done right.
I think so.
I've always liked her. I liked her when she was fighting alongside the Hulk. I liked her when she's lawyer, like just a lawyer.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah.
Wait, she's a lawyer?
Yep. She's Bruce's cousin, and she's a lawyer. And I don't even know what else, but
Oh, dude, she might show up in Spider-Man 3.
Really?
I
mean, they do need new heroes. I mean, they're trying to phase out the other people.
Parker needs a lawyer.
It's kind of funny. Mark Ruffalo tweeted, "Welcome to the family, cuz." It's kind of funny.
That's pretty cool.
Is he's not done though, right? Ruffalo, is he out?
I don't think so. This girl,
they're gonna get him out pretty soon. I mean, she's gonna be the new Avenger Hulk.
Yeah.
This girl is in Perry Mason.
Oh, I have not watched that yet.
She's in Perry Mason. It looks like she's in a lot of episodes, maybe all of them.
I've seen her face. Okay, yeah.
She's in Orphan Black. I don't know what that is, but she's a narrator.
Oh, okay. Wait, is she the main character of that?
Of Orphan Black?
Yeah.
It just says narrator.
Oh, okay.
She was in Troll Hunters. I know you guys like that.
I don't remember anybody in that movie. I like the movie, but I don't
know. Nothing. Oh, Orphan Black, the TV series, 2013, 2017. She was
in stuff.
She was Sarah Manning.
I think she was the main character because she was playing like multiple ghosts. So I mean, not to get into. Yeah. So.
She's been in stuff since like 2003.
I take it back. She's a great pick. I had to go see what she was in again, but yeah, she's great.
I think she is Orphan Black though. She's the character.
Yes, that was a very good.
Because I remember seeing like the posters for it, and she looks familiar. Yeah. I'm sure they picked somebody good, and why not? Let's do some more Hulk.
But let's get Scarlet Witch first, because I think that's going to be the key to this whole thing.
There's going to be some crazy stuff going on. Time travel, universes. I don't even know.
Strange, hurry up and come here. I want to see.
Yeah, Doctor Strange, everything.
We spent an hour on news, guys. Let's go into. I think that was it for the news, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
For me.
Let's go into our nerd outs. Anyone wants to go first?
I will go.
Oh, okay.
All right, go.
Two quick things.
Guillermo
del Toro. I am a big fan of his, and he showed up on a recent podcast. The podcast itself is called Tribeca Talks, and it is a recent Guillermo podcast, and I believe Alec Baldwin is part of it as well. He's sitting next to him, and they're doing a chat together. Awesome. I really like the podcast. Anytime he talks about his processes and any behind the scenes stuff that he gives, I really enjoy all that. So I like this podcast. It was more of a live, somebody's narrating and they're asking questions, and then he talks about stuff. And some of it is stuff that I've heard before just because I've heard so much of what he has said about his projects. But some of it is new information that I haven't heard. And just this is after he won for Shape of Water, and he's kind of talking about his next projects and other interesting stuff that goes into his creative processes. So it's maybe an hour and 20 minutes, and it's entertaining. It's Baldwin brings a lot of humor to it, and he kind of makes fun of Guillermo a little bit, and then they seem like they having fun about it. So it was me and Sonny, I think last time, Manny, you asked us how many podcasts we subscribe to, and it's a lot, and we're probably big podcast consumers. But I don't even know how I heard about this, but I did, and I didn't like it a lot. So if you have any interest in his projects and how he develops his films, this is a good podcast, so check that out.
Cool. I do love him. He's in my top 3 of favorite directors of all time.
Yeah, man, he's really interesting. So good stuff in there. And then the last one for me is I saw a new Netflix movie. You guys might have heard of it. It's called The Devil All the Time.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to recommend, and it's not because it's not a good movie. It's just because it's a heavy movie and it's long. But there's a lot of good actors in it. There's The kid, man, why can't I think of his name? The Spider-Man kid, Tom Holland,
Yeah.
and
Batman's
Sebastian Stan's in it, and what's his
Rob
name? The
Pattinson.
guy who played it. Yeah, Robert Pattinson's in it. Skarsgård, Bill Skarsgård, I believe his name is.
That
So
sounds
there's
like
a
a
lot.
Pokemon name every single time. Scarlett.
Really? Hell no, dude. That's hilarious. But there's a lot of names in this movie, and it is a good movie. But like I said, it is long and it's kind of dark. So I don't know what kind of mood you have to be in to watch it. The only reason we put it on was that we needed something and it was new and it was trending or whatever. And we always have such a hard time finding stuff. So we're like, let's just put it on, whatever. And so those are my notes really about it, that it's pretty long and it's dark and all that, but I guess I might have killed it for people who are like, what is this movie? Because like I said, like what kind of mood do you have to be in to put that on? So that's what I watched, and I did enjoy the movie. It was good. It actually had me thinking about it like a couple days later. I was like, man, that is a messed up story. But the performances were good and everything. I think it's based on a novel, and I believe it's set in the 50s, 60s. The film itself is really, it has it's like kind of like intertwining stories of three different groups of characters, and their stories kind of intertwine together, and it's really set in two cities that are pretty near each other, but it's kind of like coincidental, the stuff that happens and how these characters relate, and they eventually cross paths. So if you like that kind of stuff, you will probably enjoy it, and maybe if you like these actors as well. But it's a super serious, dark, long movie. So I don't know if it's like the greatest recommendation, but it was a good movie though.
I think you sold it pretty well because when I saw the trailer, I'm like, it looks uh like I said, there was a time where I was just watching like dark dramas and like Korean films, Spanish films, and just watching all this kind of stuff. And they're fantastic films, but
Yeah,
they put you in a mindset you're just like depressed as
yeah,
shit
they do.
sometimes.
And it's
But
like
yeah, you can't say
I'm
so.
already in that mindset, so I don't really need a reminder.
Gonna get you
And it's like one of those things where I'm gonna watch it once and just never watch it again, because it'll just depress the crap out of me if I watch it again. So
what would you rate it?
not really an uplifting nerd out for me, but but if you want some like movie stuff, go listen to that Guillermo podcast that I talked about. The rating, I would give it probably a 7, and what keeps it from being higher is probably just personal preference as far as subject matter and what it made me feel afterwards. And if it wasn't like a down tone type of movie, you'd probably get a higher rating. And I thought it was too long. Like I said, just I don't even know if that's really a personal preference, but I believe it's too long for what it's telling, and it's kind of like, you guys got to get to the thing here. Like, it's just too long. So 6.5, 7 maybe.
Okay.
And I had no idea what I was getting into, because I was like, okay, I see Spider-Man and I see trending on Netflix. So I'm like, okay, let's watch it. So I had no idea. I went in blind completely.
Cool. Sounds like a good.
So if you want to be sad for 2 hours, go watch it. It's a good movie, man. The performances, the time period. There is some like crime aspect to it. So if that's your thing, then there you go.
Nice. Cool. I'll go next. So I started watching The Boys. And I'm kind of disappointed. Like,
Season
it's
2,
not. Right? Yeah, season 2. It's not as in your face as the first one.
Seemed like stuff was happening, and like, we gotta do this.
Not a lot of stuff is happening here. It's a lot of setup, which I'm hoping the next couple episodes are gonna just be batshit crazy. Because so far it's not batshit crazy. It's a lot of political stuff. And
how far are you?
I'm on episode 4 now. so I'm one away from being caught up, I believe. And
Okay.
episode 3, finally, action starts hitting. You start seeing a little more colors of the superheroes, like how they really are. And
How
yeah,
many is there
I'm
gonna
kind
be?
of like lecture of what episodes?
Yeah. How many episodes?
Oh God, I don't know.
8 or something?
Let's see.
Season
The
2
boys.
episodes release schedule. Sorry for the dead air, but I think it's gonna be 8, man. Yeah. October
And
9th,
8.
episode 8 finale.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
And the thing is, like,
already
the wait
halfway through the
time,
season.
between everything, and it's like, I have not watched it yet, though. I did really enjoy season 1. I think we all did.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, like Violet really liked it, and then we were watching the first one, and it just fell off. Really, she didn't like it at that point, and then
Yeah.
I kept watching it because I liked it so much. But like, you don't see a lot of
Like, shock and,
Homelander.
like...
Yeah, like Homelander's great. He's a great fucking character because he's such a
Mm-hmm.
bad person. And
Yeah.
he has so many different layers, which is cool.
Yeah.
But you don't see him. Butch, um, yeah, and then you don't really get the same connection as you did before, which is a huge disappointment.
Yeah.
I wonder what the boys got on like Rotten Tomatoes.
I think episode 5, it just happened yesterday. So we got 3 more coming up.
3, wow. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll definitely see how it
I
goes.
haven't started it yet. I've
haven't
been
started
meaning to, man. I've been meaning to for weeks, but I just haven't had time.
I think I'm waiting until maybe the whole series comes out because
Yeah.
season 1 was good. I definitely enjoyed it, but I can definitely see myself stop watching it at a certain point if I like, oh, it came out last week, I forgot to watch this one. I'll wait until next one comes out to watch them and just end up not watching it.
Yeah.
Because again, it's very good, consistent overall. But
Mm-hmm.
I think the stuff that was meant to like shock me and keep me there was more like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So,
So season 1, I guess the critics, it was at 84%, and then the audience score was at 92. So far,
seems about
season
right.
2, the critics score is 98%, and the audience score is at 78%.
That's how it always is, man.
That's very interesting.
It's
So
always
it's
the exact opposite of what the fans think.
It's a pretty big drop on it.
Yeah, man.
The more shock and all,
right? I mean,
the more shock and all that you got in season 1, the audience loved it more. Critics still loved it. What was that, 84%? And then this time they're focusing a little bit more on the characters and I guess story and all that.
and I
It's
guess
at
the
98%.
critics are like, oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the audience is at 78. So
They have to
I'm
find
still
a
gonna
balance,
watch it.
dude. I mean, with
Yeah.
so few episodes, what was another show that had so few episodes and we're like on episode 6. Like, what are you guys gonna do in 2 episodes? I think Game of Thrones maybe was
There's
like,
a lot of TV
because
shows there.
we were like, dude, nothing has happened, and it's
Game
like
of
you have
Thrones
2 episodes left. What are you gonna do in 2 episodes? Like,
That's
that's that feeling I hate, man. It's like I enjoyed this show, man. And it's like now you're like screwing with it.
Yeah, I think like Game of Thrones, those seasons I saw in its entirety, there was definitely flaws where you're like,
And it's like I
something.
waited a year and a half for 7 episodes, and like you wasted 3 of them. It's like, what the hell is wrong with you? You know what I mean?
So another thing I was watching too, I finally jumped on Lovecraft Country, and it has my interest with it.
But not
Calvin Candy or something?
Yeah. You had my curiosity. Now you have my attention. It has my curiosity. It does not have my attention.
Which episode are you on?
I am pretty caught up almost. Like I'm probably
something.
Yeah, I'm like 1 or 2 episodes maybe from being caught up completely.
Yeah.
And I'm halfway through. I'm at 4, halfway through 4.
Okay.
Um,
The first one was by far the best.
Yeah, the first
The
one was by far the
next
best.
2 or 3 were like, ugh, I don't know. Not but like,
Yeah.
this is not what I was expecting.
So 1 was really good. 2 was like, what the fuck is going on? 3
Yeah.
was like, what am I watching now? Do we just change everything?
Yeah.
And then 4 is coming back on the scene, back on the rails a little bit of what we were used to.
Yeah. You know
But
what I,
this
you
was
know
a
what I
book.
get tired of is
I didn't
like,
know this was a book.
I get
Yeah.
tired of like, here, I'm gonna drop a bomb, and then forget that for 6 weeks because we have to go back and tell you everything that led to this moment. And it's like, like why, dude? Don't.
What
I don't
bomb?
want to
There was
spend the
no
next.
bomb dropped on this.
Well, the way episode 2 ended was like, what the heck is going on? And then when 3 starts, it's like, oh, forget
Oh,
all
yeah.
that, forget all that, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, no, I don't want to forget all that, and I don't want to sit here for 4 hours and wait until you catch me back up to where we were.
Sonny, if you start watching this show or when you start watching it, I think out of all the episodes, probably 3 is going to be your favorite because it has a horror element that's really good to it, and it kind of creeped me out.
It has that stuff in it. You were saying like the book aspect. I think I heard it was a book, but it didn't really like stick. So.
And it's following pretty closely to the book, so this is not.
Oh yeah.
That kind of disappointed me that it's not original or anything like that. So it is based directly off a book. It wasn't.
When was that book written? Like
A long time ago.
Contemporary, like 80s or something, or was it back like?
I think it was back a little bit further than that, to be honest.
Yeah, because the whole like criticism of the actual author, H.P. Lovecraft. I was trying to like determine how far after was this written?
And then after that, not much. I think that's kind of where I've left off. I know I was trying to watch an episode for Lovecraft, and then the last couple nights I've been trying to watch an episode of The Boys because it hit me. Boys comes out every week, so
the book's not that old, man. It's only 2016, 2017.
Oh,
yeah. February 16, 2016, it came out.
Yeah.
400 pages.
So that's why it's like self-reflective, or it's like, oh, H.P. Lovecraft was a jerk, and stuff like that. So it's like, okay,
yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. If he was a jerk, he was a jerk. But it's like the show
Lovecraft had a really weird life, depressing and sad at times, and
yeah, I don't know much about him.
I again never fucking condone racist and shit, but like the stuff he went through was like, I mean, I can see you being bitter and mad for your reason. Doesn't make it right. Fuck no. But
and it's kind of like you're a product of what you are raised in, especially when he was alive, where there's no way to be exposed to other things other than what the people around you tell you.
Yeah. So
not like excusing him. I'm just saying.
No, right. Oh yeah.
Things are different. Like yeah.
Better than that, I think I'm gonna start watching Ratchet.
That's interesting, man. We saw the first episode last night.
Was it good?
It's interesting and it's quirky, and I think it's worth a shot.
So, do you know what it's based off of?
No, I have no idea.
You ever saw the movie The One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with Jack Nicholson?
That's why people have been talking about that so much.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I see articles and videos about that movie. I'm like, why are everybody talking about this all of a sudden?
So she's the main nurse on it. So that's the only reason why I'm interested. And it's kind of like a origin story of the main nurse.
Are you a fan of the movie? Have you watched it?
I am a fan of the movie. I watched it when I was younger, and that's when I kind of got into Jack Nicholson. I just want to say this real quick, going off topic. I guess this is my nerd out because I'm obsessed with this PS5.
Okay.
Best Buy's website is taking a little bit to load. I keep refreshing it, but it's almost like it wants to push something, and it's not. So I don't know. I'm reloading Walmart. Walmart's pretty quick. and then Target is pretty quick. Target's super quick, actually. Like, you don't even see the blue line.
Somebody just said they got their pre-order, and his receipt page looks a lot like Best Buy. Like, it has blue buttons and stuff.
Oh, shiz.
So you might not be wrong, dude. You might not be far off.
What would you type in as the
hashtag PS5 pre-orders?
We should probably stop talking about this over.
There's
I'm sure people don't want to. That does look like it.
It does, right?
It is.
It's got a big blue button.
No, but he's giving it away. Are you talking about the giveaway, Lena 10K or whatever?
Best Buy, but was on there. Oh, somebody already said this jerk. He himself said this was Thursday. I'm like, what a jerk. Dude, what are you doing, man? What an idiot.
Oh, by the way, got my pre-order. Yeah, nothing really.
This guy's looking for clicks or something, man.
Yeah. It's funny. Someone
man.
took that picture. This is how crazy it is. So that guy that you're talking about at Snelly_87.
Yes, that's the guy.
If you look at it, Lena 10K stole his picture. Okay, it's the exact same picture, and says we're giving it away right now. So she just wants likes. All right, Sonny, what's your nerd out?
I saw 2 documentaries this week. First one is "You Cannot Kill David Arquette."
Nice.
I thought it was fantastic. Just
I want to watch it.
flat out right. It's to me it's a 8 out of 10. For someone who loves pro wrestling as much as I do, this was really cool to watch.
Dude,
I am a fan.
I want to watch this.
Because like the documentary isn't just about him becoming a professional wrestler. Explains why he wants to do it and the struggles he's gone through in his life and his career and why he feels like he has to do this. And I'm like, damn, man, I feel you on this. I'm with you. Let's go.
I think he was saying, well, if you want a companion to it, he was on SIVO recently, and I know people are annoyed by him, but the insight that he gave made me want to watch this too, because he was kind of saying like, I don't know, the way he felt like he didn't earn. I think he won a title at some point, and it was mainly because he was a celebrity.
One of the greatest titles in history.
Yeah, and it's like that is like something that you have to really earn by being in the industry and being an actual wrestler for a while. You can't just like show up and be handed it. And so he felt like he wanted to redeem that. I don't know if that's actually what the documentary is about.
It's part of it. That's what they start off with. But I think it's in the trailer. But there's a line in the movie where he just says, "I'm tired of being seen as a joke." It's like I want to be taken serious and show my passion and love for something. I don't want to be seen as just as a jackass. It's like I feel you, man. Go on this journey. I'll grab my hand. And go.
So it connected with you as far as what are you saying?
Yeah, everything you're saying and like his issues and stuff like that and all this other stuff. It just
he had like drug issues and stuff, right?
He has a lot of issues actually.
Health problems and
he's got health problems. He has like mental stuff. He's like depressed a lot and he has like there's a lot of issues with him. But because in the beginning he's kind of slubby and fat, and then as the movie goes on, he gets toned and stronger and like this kind of like brings kind of like order back into his life, meaning and traveling and meeting family.
Like how much time like passes throughout this documentary? Like is this years or is this months or what is this?
Years.
Years,
because I want to say maybe 3-4 years. I want to say because the death match with Cage, I think happened last year, maybe like a year ago, where he like got like his neck was like split open right here on the side, and he could have died.
Whose neck? David's.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So I think it spanned like three years, like three.
But he he said, like, goes back to the podcast again, but he said that he nearly died, right? Like he didn't leave the ring. He kept going until the match was
Oh
over.
yeah,
Then he left.
yeah. He was
Something like
about
that.
to leave, and you can see him in his face like, if I
He felt
leave,
like something was really wrong, right?
no, like it was not feeling like it was a big gash in his neck,
Oh,
and like he
Jesus.
gets up, walks out of the ring, and you see his face going like, if I leave, it's over.
Yeah.
No one's gonna take me serious, so he goes, fuck it. He walks back into the ring, finishes the match, walks out, and
And they like rushed him to the hospital.
and again, I guess I could talk about the movie like scene by scene and stuff that I loved, but I think why I give it an 8 out of 10, that it moves at such a really nice pace.
Mm-hmm.
You never really get bogged down with stuff. Like it's
Okay.
constantly moving, and you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and
Mm-hmm.
it just things happening, and it's entertaining to watch. He
Yeah.
goes down to train in Mexico for like a few months. Like it like I say, it flows so smoothly from trend.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these documentaries
They like
are really
stick
good.
on like, oh, this is sad. Now you should
Yeah,
feel happy. Now you should feel sad. It's like so
yeah,
slow.
like they'll drag in the middle,
Yeah,
and
man.
and then it picks up again at the end. This I think it stays constant throughout,
That's
and
good.
it's a really fun journey.
What is it,
Um,
like 2 hours, 1 hour? What is it?
I think it's like hour 40 minutes. I want to
Okay.
say.
Yeah.
It's pretty short compared to what it probably could have been. So, but it's entertaining. It's good. If
Yeah.
you like pro wrestling, definitely watch it.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
if you
been on
don't
my
like,
list for a while. I wanted to watch
watch
it.
it anyway. um,
Yeah, man. I mean, some of these documentaries they transcend what the topic is about.
yes. So,
So
and then speaking of that as well, moving on to the second documentary that I saw, Inmate Number One: The Rise of Danny Trejo. Um, so personally, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. It was inspirational as fuck.
it's
um,
crazy. His story is crazy.
he has an amazing story.
Yeah.
Like when you see him, he does, in interviews and podcasts, whatever, or shows. So like, he's always cheerful, laughing. He's very happy. He's like, hey, what's up, man?
Who wouldn't be, man? If he was
And
fucking so lucky.
and you wouldn't know that he is a stone cold bad motherfucker.
I
He
think that has been diluted over the years, though, of being rich and famous and everything.
well, I mean,
Not that he still
oh,
isn't, but like
oh,
he's not the
I mean,
same guy
yes,
who was in
but
prison.
no, but that's what I'm saying. Though. Like the fact that you look this guy, you think he's just a grandpa that just like, hey, I just like
What is
acting.
he? Is he in his 60s now?
He's like in the 70s.
70s?
I think so.
Damn.
I want to say
Holy
yes.
shit, dude. He looks good though. I mean, the guy, like, I don't
I
know.
mean, the guy moves and walks and drives. I mean, he does everything. The guy just does not die. Um, because like
Cannot kill Danny Trejo.
honestly, you can't. I mean,
You should
he
have called it that.
he got hooked on heroin like at age 12.
Jesus Christ,
In
dude.
a prison, like he got sent to like the worst prison in the world and survived. And because he was so good at fighting, he was a bad motherfucker, and he was a great
Hmm.
boxer, that they would transfer him to prisons over and over again, and people would know his name from the old. So like
Because of his boxing ability.
his boxing, his fighting, just who he
Just
was.
crazy bastard.
Yeah, it's just like see him go from, because again, like grow up with like a very Mexican style, like family of like the dad was like,
Like
man, I work.
masculine.
You want shut up, get away from
Yeah.
me. So like
Like
all
you
that kind
ain't
of
got
stuff.
shit on me because you
Yeah,
don't do shit around here and I
yeah,
work.
yeah. Like real like man shit where like he's
Like
helping his
stop
dad fix
crying, you
the car,
piece of
and
crap.
yeah,
Like
I think he was helping his dad fix the car, and his dad got mad. He's like, go in
like
the go
stupid.
now, clean the dishes, go now.
Yeah,
It's like
where did you learn how to hold a flashlight, you idiot?
yeah, so just
Yeah. So that's
just
the culture he grew up in.
yeah. And again, like the reason why I'm a little biased with the review, yeah, yes, I'm born in America. I was born in Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm American, but my heritage, my blood, my history is from Mexico. So like
Mm-hmm.
seeing him kind of like go through this of like seeing racism or being profiled, all that kind of stuff, and always going to prison in and out, and it's like, listen, man, you ain't gonna do shit with your life. You're gonna die. You're gonna end
Mm-hmm.
up. You're never gonna turn around. And for him to sit there one day and go like, because just give a quick little thing from the movie as well.
Yeah.
He was playing dominoes in prison. This
Mm-hmm.
guy, I can't remember if he got hit, like bashed in the head, he's bleeding, or he got stabbed, whatever. And Danny Trejo goes, I didn't care about him dying. I go, I got a 5, I got 5s. And like he went to his prison cell. He went to the prison cell and goes, holy shit, like how fucked up am I that I don't care about this
Didn't even
man's life.
care. Yep.
I care more about my
He had
dominoes.
like zero empathy for anybody, man.
Yeah, so like he was like, and that's when I realized that prison changed me, that this lifestyle changed me, and
Well, can I ask if you know how old was he when he got discovered in prison by the movie industry? Like, was he in
oh,
his 20s, 30s? How old was this guy?
I don't think they give an age, but I want to say maybe like
In his 30s, maybe?
30s, maybe 40s, yeah, because
So he was like already like he probably had in his mind that he was going to be in prison for the rest of his life from his, at that point when they found him.
yeah, it was
But how'd they get him out of prison? Like, I
I think he got out. No.
yeah, he got out. They said
he figured like if he was good and he got out, he could do this movie stuff.
actually, you know what? That is funny because like, well, because like after he had that talk with himself, he goes, "I'm gonna dedicate." He's like, "Lord, just if you can help me get out of here, I'm gonna spend every day trying to help somebody." So there was a time in prison where he would help other people, go out of his way to help people, and one day he got out and he never stopped doing that. He's
Yeah.
you know,
It seems like he's still, even to this day, he still does stuff to try to help.
oh no, yeah, like he lives in the same neighborhood that he grew up in. He's always like Christmas time. He just buys a bunch of toys and goes around. Hey kid, here you go. Merry
Man,
Christmas.
that's awesome.
And he's always doing outreach programs. He does a lot of like meet and greets and like talks to a lot of people. He
I mean,
talks.
because he could live anywhere, but he lives in his
Yeah,
town and he gives to the kids and everything. I mean,
yeah.
I wanted these two documentaries, man. They've been on my list, and I'm glad you watched them because I wanted to hear what you thought.
I watched both of them on Amazon. You can rent You Cannot Kill Dave Arquette for $3.99
Okay,
and Inmate
good
number
price.
9 for $6.99.
That's still not bad, man. That's
Yeah.
not compared to 35
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
like this is stuff that I want to support because like these are really good documentaries. They're very inspirational in the good way, and it's not like a false thing of like, oh, we're gonna spin a story or narrative to make it fit the story. This is just their story,
Yeah,
and this is the way that they see life and the reason why they're doing it. And this is really yeah, it's very inspiring, uplifting, and it's a good journey that no matter how old you are, you can
yeah.
turn around.
He could like, I
can
mean,
be
he could have
50
done when he
or
got out and he was making millions. He could have been like, man, I don't give a f. Like, I don't have to help nobody. I don't have to do nothing.
yeah,
I mean, the fact that he's still doing that stuff is pretty crazy. So,
yeah, man.
Yeah, he
So
could have gone back to his lifestyle.
easily,
or he could have just been like, yeah, I made it. Now I don't have to help nobody. I don't care.
yeah. So
You know,
check it out.
interesting, man.
Both are great.
I've been waiting for those actually. I don't know why.
Uh,
Like, they just both seem interesting.
yeah, like You Can't Kill Derek Kid is definitely gonna be in my top 10 this year. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, I think Inmate came in last year, so that would have been on the list if I did watch it when it actually came
Yeah.
out. But watch them, fantastic.
Cool.
They get my stamp of approval. So for
Nice.
whatever it's worth.
Cool, man.
Those
So,
are my nerd outs.
little update on this Best Buy thing.
What's going on, dude?
There are something did come back in
Dude,
stock.
stuff is happening. I'm telling you.
Something did come back in stock because the adapter or the holder where you could charge your PlayStation 5 controllers, that was out
Yeah.
of stock, and it just came back in stock.
Mm.
So maybe that's why it was taking a little bit. I think it's already out of stock again, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
Man, guys, I gotta use the washroom. So talk.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
So yeah, I think we're almost done with this podcast, so he probably could have waited.
Nah, man.
So I don't know. I'm just sitting here, just reloading this.
Yeah, and I don't know how true this is, but I did see a picture of a guy that bought like a PlayStation 5 controller for like 99 cents.
What?
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, he was like, let's go back and get more, guys. I was like, I don't know if it's real or not, but uh, I mean, with all the glitches and shit and just crashing sites, maybe there was a glitch where they were able to pick up one for like 99 cents. Um,
I didn't see
possible.
that one yet.
Yeah, I was
I
like,
didn't see that.
like that makes sense. But yeah, like I said, this whole thing of like pre-order text and especially when it comes to like Jordans, I don't understand it. But I think it's kind of fascinating to watch people try to get around stuff or like hunt and just be like have their ear to the ground where they're like, "Yo, pre-orders now, go, go, go." It just kind of fascinates me to just like watch it play out. I don't know why, but it's just kind of fun to watch from.
All right, I am back.
Yeah, so the charger dock is officially sold out as well.
Oh
And
damn!
that charging dock is only $30, so
$30,
that makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was refreshing the hashtag when you were talking about that, but
That's funny.
a lot
But
of
I
people
think that might be
saying
it.
I think so, and I could be mistaken. Is this our longest episode yet?
No, I don't think so.
it's close.
Or is it up there?
It's pretty long.
Yeah, it's like an hour, like hour 50 minutes now, an hour 52.
Hour 40.
But I thought it was I thought it was a damn fine show. So if you guys are interested in listening to this, if you're not watching now, obviously, you can to the audio version on Spotify, and you can also search any podcasting app. If you want to see the visual portion of this, you can see our beautiful mugs. You can go to YouTube, type in Three Nerds on Sunday. If you want to follow up to date on when the newest episode drops, you can follow us on Facebook. Again, type in Three Nerds on Sunday. We'll drop little every now and then we'll drop a trailer or news that really interests us or something that I think is important to repost. But that is definitely where you will find when the new episode drops. On Sundays, the new episode comes out. Time varies, but we can guarantee you will come out on a Sunday unless the internet is down and we're screwed. So Sundays for sure.
Cool.
And
Yeah, it's always on Sunday. Thank you guys for listening and subscribe.
I was really hoping I was going to get this PlayStation Live on the air and we could say forever. But thanks for listening, guys. Yeah, I know. I wish. Hopefully, this
maybe that'll be the nerd out for next week.
Yeah, we have a PlayStation. All right. Bye.
All right, guys. Thank you.